Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I am making a small guide or a build guide on Stadium, the new mode that just released, and I will give you some examples on what to do and what you could do, what you might not want to do, and stuff like that. So I'll do this on my boy Genji. So the first thing I want you to do is, if you haven't, I would just recommend playing the game, going in, playing a few rounds, and go in the direction you want to go in the builds, or like just try some things out. When you've done that, to think about it, well, what builds do I actually want to go for? What do I want to do? Do I have weapon ability survival? I could go for something like my weapon damage. I get more weapon damage. That doesn't sound bad. Or, you know, my ability, my swift strike, or my dragon blade, something like that. So for this one, we're going to select our swift strike. And you can always look at the examples here, but I think for something like this, it's way better to have an understanding of it and knowing what you're doing instead of relying on something that's pre-made for you. So again, we'll just do this for an example. As an example, first thing you do is you select a power, something that fits with what you said before. Well, if I want to do something with my swift strike in this example, I would swift strike deals 25% additional damage or 3 seconds to enemies hit, or the Worm's Mar. Yeah. Targets hit by Shuriken take 10% more damage from Swift Strike for 4 seconds, stacking up to 6 times. If you continuously shoot, there's more stacks, and you have a bigger chance of like dealing a lot of damage or killing them. And I think what it means is for the 4 seconds, like you have a 4-second window. So you could you get one of these, and I say we get this one, and then maybe we get this one next in round 3. Again, it all depends on your playstyle as well. You gotta think about it. Well, how do I play? Maybe we would have gotten the gain 50% melee lifesteal and increased quick melee damage by 25. But again, we're doing an ability base, so maybe we get this one later, right? So in the beginning, you always start off with 3 things you can buy from the green ones. And to me, it's not too important. It's not the craziest things, but since we're doing ability, we get ability power here. And then the rest is just all dependent on you. For like, we'll just get like weapon power. Or we could also get attack speed or 10% weapon lifesteal. Well, we want ability, right? So what about if we get ability lifesteal? That counts for, I believe that counts for Dragon Blade and a Swift Strike. It counts for Swift Strike at least. But again, this is not too important. We play it out, we play the round, blah, blah, blah. It goes fine. We do pretty good. Maybe we do bad, actually. But let's just say for the sake of it that you do pretty good. And you earn yourself 10k. So again, we're doing ability and we have 10k to spend. And there's a lot of ability powers here, and that just gives you like a raw output of more power in terms of ability. So if we have 5.5k, well, we have that. It gives us 20%, it's not bad. And we still have money to spend. We have 4.5k left. Well, we can get 10% here, 10% ability power. Again, we're running ability. We could go that. Again, you gotta know, I'm missing my swift strikes to get out a lot, and I want it back. Well, then you could select this one. You got cooldown reduction as well, 15 move speed during deflect. It doesn't really fit. These don't really fit towards our ability raw damage. We just want damage on our ability. So for the most part, we'll just be buying from here. So I actually kind of like either these two here. 5% weapon power, 10% ability power, or lifesteal. Well, we already have a lifesteal there. I think we want more damage, raw damage, right? Again, if you're maybe taking a lot of damage or something like that, you feel like you're dying a lot, maybe you would select this one. You see what I mean? Now we move on to round 3. Well, we wanted to get this one. More damage. Again, we buy this one. Again, ability damage. And this, like, if you could buy an epic, if you have up to 13k you can spend, I would maybe consider getting this one, 40% ability power. Or 50% ability power. These are 2 great ones. It's a lot of money. Let's say, well, I have 12k to spend. Right, I just need 1.5k. Okay, what can we look here? Well, 5% weapon power? Yeah, it's alright. We want damage. So we could sell either these 2. It all depends what you want. But again, we're trying to get ability damage. So we'll sell the lifesteal. And then you buy this one. And then again, maybe next round, you don't have so much money. Now you have 5k. Well, again, you want ability damage. Maybe you feel like you're not surviving as much, though, because you sold the lifesteal. And, well, did I not survive a lot? I kind of did die a lot. There's a lot of damage, or like I'm getting stunned a lot. So you could consider getting this one. When affected by stun or sleep, Hinder restores 10% of your max life over 3 seconds. You could try that one out. I'll be honest, I don't buy too many survival myself. I actually don't really buy any unless I absolutely need it. Maybe if they have a Zarya, I would buy this one, but I haven't actually bought it ever. You see what I mean? I just want ability damage here. The only thing I want is ability damage. And I know this might be a bad example, but hopefully you understand what I mean. Because then, okay, well, I can only spend 6k. So, you know, I'll try and see what there is here. Well, I kind of didn't survive as much, and I have ability power. We'll buy this one. And then next round, maybe you can buy 10k again, and you get 15% ability power, and every time you use an ability, you restore 50 ammo. And there is a pretty good build there. And then you can just go more and more in depth of it, and now you can adapt it and put on your Dragon's Breath, some Dragon Blade swings. You know, ooh, I can dash in, do a lot of damage, and I can clean up pretty well with my Dragon Blade. So you see what I mean? You gotta think about what do I want to buy and what I want to get. If I'm just going for ability damage, then I could just go ability. But maybe in game it's different, and you want to get some survival. So if you think, well, maybe I kind of want something in my weapon for this. I kind of want to just do a little bit more weapon damage. Well, then you could sell something here, right? We have a lot of ability stuff here, so you could sell this one and then buy whatever you want there, right? It could be this one, 20% weapon damage. If you have enough money, it could be these ones, you know, just a 10%er because you get a 5% cooldown reduction. If you have enough money, you maybe buy a big one. It all depends on your playstyle, how much money you have. And the most important thing is that, yeah, you can sell your things. I've seen some people not buying, and like they'll have a build like this, and until round 2, then they'll have enough money to buy the big boy item, which is kind of stupid because you could just make your build however you want. Let's say you have like the first round, you have you know, you can buy three what's it called, upgrades. You can just buy this, like I said, bam bam. Okay, well, I really wanted to get this one though. Okay, I just sell them and buy them. But you made use of them in the first round. You're not completely naked. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll make another example here with Soldier 76. I'm hoping you understand this. This is my first like build thing on Overwatch 2. I get that it can be very complicated to make builds like this. I've played a lot of roguelikes, roguelite, MOBA games. And it's all about your playstyle, what you want to do and how you want to approach it. You put a little bit of thought into it and think, okay, well, it had this, I want to do this. I want to go for this or something like that. So let's go with Soldier as well. Another thing you could do, and I want to show this on Soldier, is this is more dependent on character. Maybe you couldn't do this much on for Genji. You could, but for Soldier, it stands out more. So if our first perk here, also you can do a lot of perks. Again, it's whatever you want. You could go for double helix. You could do for double helix. A great thing to do is go for double helix here and just run out ability, and then you'll one shot. Or you could kind of heal with your team a little bit and damage enemies. For example, with the back off, enemies with your biotic field takes damage equal to 100%. So you can make a build towards that. Every time you hit a right click, a biotic field spawns, and you can make it so it follows you as well. That's an example there, but let's go with an example here. Let's say after using Helix Rocket, activate Tactical Visor. Okay. So the perk I selected with this is that his visor will activate if I shoot my Helix, and it will activate for 0.75 seconds. Let's just do it on Tracer. If I right click, it activates. Not bad damage, but as the games go on, they'll have more health, they'll have more sustain, and it's not enough to kill someone. So what would you do? Tell me right now, what perks or upgrades, would you select? Well, fire rate? You can't shoot that many, so it makes sense that you would get a fire rate, right? You see what I mean? So we should try and lean towards this build for fire rate and damage, since we're making our build towards the power that we selected, Supervisor, right? And so we should probably get some damage here. Maybe some attack speed. Lifesteal could be good. Maybe you want to try and survive a little bit. Or maybe you want more ammo. Let's select more ammo. We don't actually select any ability because we just shoot. So it's pretty simple from here. Let's say you get, I don't know how much money. Let's say you get 8k now. Well, okay, we can buy one for 4k. We can buy one for 4.55. We can buy anything here. Can I buy anything expensive? But what looks good? I say we want another attack speed. So we still have 4.2k to spend, which means we can spend anything here. But is there one that looks really good here? Ooh, this one looks really good. I kind of want this one, but I would have to sell 2 perks for it. 15% damage looks good. So you would have to sell either one of these. Now you could sell this one. You could actually just sell that one 1.5k, and then you could buy it. Now I would have bought it beforehand. Now we're moving on to round 3. And well, since we are doing like fire rate and more damage and all that, we could get chain gun. While continuously shooting, pulse rifle, each shot grants up to 0.5 weapon power, stacking up to 100 times. It's not bad. If you have fire rate, we'll be able to kill someone pretty fast now. So let's see here. What would you want to try and buy next? Ooh, this one looks pretty good. Let's say you have 11k here, you would spend it. Maybe you'd have to sell something here. Maybe you have to sell this one, then you would sell it to be able to buy it. Maybe you wouldn't want to buy this one to be able to afford it. Maybe you'd want to buy it instead. However, I would select this one and sell it. So that is the build. If that's the build you want to go towards, that is what you should do. I'm hoping I don't just say a lot of the same. I'm hoping this can be applied to your build or something. I can even make a quick build on someone else like Juno, for example. Let's just go for an example. Well, I would love to make a build for her right click, her pulse torpedo thing. So let's see, what could we select? One additional charge sounds good. Oh, this one at the beginning, pulse torpedoes cooldown hit is reduced by 1 second for each target it hits. Okay. We could get something like that. And then here again, what could we select here? I haven't played Juno in this at all, but what we could do is just ability power. It's pretty good. And then you could select weapon power. And then maybe ability lifesteal. So you can go in the direction of that. So you upgrade your ability here again. Yeah, you know, maybe next time you can afford this. Maybe you even want to upgrade one of the hero items and want to get one of those. Ooh, wait, this one doesn't sound bad. Ability power. While aiming, pulsar torpedoes gain overhealth. Well, maybe I want to do that. Or maybe I just want raw damage. So maybe I buy this one. Next time I buy this, and then I sell this if I just sell this. I'm hoping you understand what I mean. I know this is a lot of if and if and if and if, but I'm just trying to show you that it should be what you want. That's the most important thing, is what you want to do and the build you want to make it towards. And I realize that it can be very complicated to do this, but it's really not. It's really not. I'm not saying that this is for like broken builds or like this is that. It should be for what you want to do, right? How you play the character, how you express yourself, and what you feel like is the best. Again, maybe sometimes you need to select a survival thing. Maybe you are dying a lot, you need to select that survival thing, or maybe just some lifesteal instead. It's whatever you think is best for you. But again, maybe just go in the training range, just check some of these out, and read what the abilities do, test them out, you find what you want. Maybe look up some builds that you want to build towards. I think that is good, but I think it's even better knowing what you want. I like that more, at least for myself. Maybe you just want to have a build that's broken or not, that's fine. But I like understanding all of these and thinking, well, the situation is different every time. So maybe this time I went for ability only. But now I gotta select some sort of lifesteal. I didn't do that before, but now I do this one. So you can make every sort of stadium game different and style it to you. I hope you understood what I was trying to convey here. Just a quick little guide on the perks and the upgrades and all of that, and what you could maybe cater towards for each hero. Again, there's not a lot of times where I actually pick a survival, but maybe you would do that. Maybe you find that, well, that could work. I don't see why it wouldn't. Understanding what these do goes a long way. So if there's anything in the comments that you are questioning or anything, I would love to answer the questions. And if you want a specific build on anyone, I would love to make one. You'll see a lot of this build type stuff on my channel in the future. So I'm hoping you enjoyed this video, the little guide. And yeah, I'm liking Stadium. Much love. And have a good day. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe and like. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.